I want to start this day off with gratitude. I want to make sure to emit as much positive energy in this universe as I possibly can. And I've learned that one of the best ways to dilute negativity is by, first of all, getting it out, man. Getting it out, and also doing your best to put positive in others. So I'm not gonna dive deep into the negative crap that's been going on in my life. I'm not gonna talk about that. I will express it in other ways. I'm gonna channel this energy, and I'm going to do the best that I could to provide value to anybody that's out there and needs a mindset shift. So today we're gonna focus on mindset shift. We're gonna talk a little bit about letting go. We're gonna talk a little bit about making sure to not let negativity or people that are deliberately doing things to take you off course. We're gonna make sure that we do whatever possible to make sure that doesn't affect our mission, our purpose, and there's a couple ways to do that. So if you're like me, you know, you trust easily, and there's two ways to go about it. You could either trust everybody that is around you or not. And trust typically stems from what you believe in yourself. I I struggle with trusting because I lack the trust in myself. And I'm not gonna make this about a specific person, but the focus, of course, is because of a person. I'm not gonna put this person's name out, but I'm gonna use this anger and I'm gonna use this as leverage for myself to win. I'm not gonna hurt nobody. For what? I'm not gonna allow that negative bullshit to fuck my life up. For what? I know what I have, and I'm going to help other people with what I have. I'm not gonna give what I have to people that don't appreciate it, to people that don't see it. I'm not going to try to build and prove myself to somebody that needs to be proven to. I don't need to build my trust with anybody. I know what I'm capable of, and I know my intent. And I know why I don't trust certain things. And I don't need anybody matching my energy. So today, I'm going to talk a little bit about how to put yourself in a better position to win. And I'm choosing to speak because if I don't talk, I allow these negative craps, these negative thoughts to dictate my day. And I'm not going to allow that shit. Hell nah. Hell nah. So every day, man, I'm going to express gratitude. And whenever these stupid ass thoughts come to mind, I'm going to say no, non-stop. And I'm going to keep growing. I have so much value to give to people, to business owners. I have so much value to give to my future family. If somebody doesn't see that, it's okay. Next play. Next play. There's plenty out there, man. There's plenty out there, man. If you are dealing with somebody in your life that doesn't see the mission like you do, it's okay. You keep building your mission to the point where it's so fucking clear that nobody could question it. Not even yourself. That nobody could fucking question your mission, your vision, your goals. Not even yourself, because it's apparent. It's actually happening in your life. Continue connecting with the right people, man. Look, I noticed a pivot in my life. All right? I noticed a pivot in my life. I welcomed somebody into my life, and, I'll accept full responsibility. I fucked up. I started to take time away from my mission, my goals, my vision, and the things that I was doing that got me to that position. And I started falling behind. I started falling back, not just in my finances, but also in my personal development and my growth and my consistent habits. Everything it took for me to get to where I was, I started letting those things go because I prioritized somebody else in my life. And I quickly realized when you don't meet another person's standard or a false standard that you build around wanting to bring pleasure to somebody, not just physically, you lose. You lose your own self-respect. You lose the respect that they once had for you. And at the end, it's never worth it. Because now you've lost your own self-respect and you lost the person that once respected you. So it's time to put your big boy pants on and you keep hunting. And you keep providing value to people that appreciate it. And you don't invest, you don't waste, whatever word you want to use, you don't waste time in people like that. For what? It's done. It's fucking done. You develop and you keep proving to yourself your value and your worth. And that's it, man. In this world, you could either move forward or backward. There's no in between. Don't go backward. Learn from this. Find another person. Bring value to that person. Make her life better. And that's it. And if she doesn't appreciate it, next play. You don't have to fucking prove yourself to nobody, man. All right? So keep growing, guys. Keep developing. And from a growth perspective, what could you do today to make your life better? Well, ask yourself, what is the problem? I've already identified my problem. And it isn't me. I don't have no medical condition. I don't have a chemical imbalance. But that's what other people will put on you. Whatever issues they're dealing with, they're going to put it on you. I don't have that. I don't have that. I have a desire to win. I have a vision in mind that will not leave my mind regardless of who's in it. Yeah, I may put it on the side, but that's a mistake. That was a mistake. Keep growing, bro. And if anybody ever writes you, text you with some negative bullshit that has nothing to do with your goals, your visions, ignore it. Ignore it. Embrace the shit. Embrace it. It's okay, man. Learn how to fucking deal with negativity. You don't gotta fucking cut it off completely. Hell nah. Don't cut it off completely, but just embrace it. Use that energy as growth. Use that fucking negative energy as growth. Because evil does exist, bruh. Evil is always gonna be here. Evil is part of good. They both coexist. They're right next to each other. They're twin sisters. So just keep those people around, but you don't have to communicate every day. And if they stop reaching out, great. You were never meant to be. If you no longer want to comply, all right, somebody else will. If you no longer want to be a part of this journey, great, somebody else will. If you don't want a family with me, great, somebody else will. If you don't see the vision, if you're not willing to follow through, if you're not willing to believe like I believe, if you're not willing to work through what I need to work through, if you're not willing to provide value in the areas in which I'm weak in, great, somebody else will. And that's the mindset, bro. That's the mindset. Keep yourself sharp, bro. Ain't nobody gonna do that shit for you, dog. Keep yourself sharp. Because if you don't, nobody else will. If you don't keep yourself sharp, nobody else will. If you don't wake up and put your boots on, nobody else will. Get this shit, man. I'm gonna tell you guys from first-hand experience, bro. You could invest, you could spend, you could do everything in your power. You can give unconditionally. You could do everything in your power, bro. But at the end of the day, if you don't meet a specific criteria that another person expects from you, that shit could switch in a heartbeat. And no matter what people say, oh, no, I'll be here forever, and no matter what, this and that, bro, don't listen to people's words. Listen, watch their actions, watch their behaviors. I'm going to give you guys a quick example. So I had this chick in my life, and she was super compliant initially, man. She was just awesome. She was awesome. And I'll accept full responsibility. I started to lack. I started to lose frame based off financial situations that I put myself in. But I started to lose my own frame, my own confidence. And it was hard for me to focus on both. And I remember initially, bro, I asked that girl, yo, Let me check your phone. No problem. Let me and even when we were at a distance, let me screen share. Let me see what you got going on. No problem. It was never an issue. And these are the things that I've always used as measurements to see what's actually happening. And one day I asked, and she said no. She said no. I said, oh, I just stayed quiet because I already know the game. I already know what's up, and I'm not gonna try to convince. I'm not gonna try to coerce. I'm not gonna try to. For what? It is what it is, bro. It's just like this. Look, I found out real soon that people always run to something when they don't have what they want. I've always run to my goals and my visions and my dreams and working harder and learning more. I've always ran to that. First time we had a situation, she ran to some fuckboy. She ran to some fuckboy. And yeah, supposedly she ain't, you know what I mean? It was just texting or whatever, just one little message. But that was her first thought. She ran to some fuckboy. And then, you know, and all of a sudden, you know, we having some situations, we're not communicating, and she's running to the same. She's running to social media. She's running to fuckboys. She wants attention. But guess what? Not from me. Go get the attention you want from all these fuckboys. You run to all these false, whatever the fuck you expecting from people, whatever you want fulfilled. I'm gonna run to my fucking goals and dreams. And I'm gonna keep running to be around better people. And I'm gonna keep running for my own respect. And I'm gonna keep running for me. Cause this shit is non-stop. Let's go, bro. Keep pushing. I'm proud of you, by the way. Always will be.